Hey y'all, and welcome to Tube Talk with D. I was just sitting here wondering, have y'all been keeping up with this Clarissa, Clarence, and Papoose situation? So of course we've all seen the video circulating around because Clarence went live while she was out eating pho. And so she ended up taking back, they were in it, they were doing the Ricky Smiley morning show, which I assume is in Atlanta where Clarence lives. And so Papoose was there with her as they attended the Ricky Smiley morning show that morning. So, which was a couple of days ago. So, to my understanding, the if you know the Ricky Smiley morning show, it's an early morning show that any morning show that starts in your city, your area, wherever you are, your state. That's normally between the hours of 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. So, of course, it was an early morning show. I assumed that they had to be there early. She stated on the live that they had to be there so early that they got breakfast after the show, after the recording of the Ricky Smiley morning show. Her and Papoose, they got breakfast. Then they went back to their room where, they fell asleep. She woke up hungry. Papoose didn't want to wake up at the time. She ended up going to the restaurant, as I stated, the pho restaurant. And she was sitting down eating, and she was sitting down going live. And, she didn't finish her meal, so therefore she got a to-go plate, a doggy bag. Along with the pho, she had, I think it was sushi, rice, maybe it looked like some chicken or something else. But she packed the plate. She made it back to her house. She went upstairs where Papoose is, and he told her he didn't, she was telling him, hey, I bought you some food. But as soon as she walked in the bedroom, she said, hey, I'm on live. Don't curse me out. Which lets me know there is trouble in paradise. They've been arguing. There was some friction before she left. If she came back in the room after she'd been gone, and when she returned, the first thing she said was, hey, I'm on live, don't curse me out. And I felt like she was saying that like in a jokingly manner, trying to maybe put a band-aid over whatever was going on between the two, whether they were bickering or what have you, as all normal relationships do. Well, Peppers wasn't having it. She was trying to let him know that she brought him some food. He told her he don't want to talk on live. And I can imagine the alleged knockout that she had in her last fight, which it wasn't a knockout, it was a TKO. It was a technical knockout, meaning she didn't knock the lady out all the way to the ground. We saw maybe about 22 towels fly in the ring, but that's neither here nor there. But anywho, this lady had brought this her I don't know what to call him to her. He's not her husband, her boyfriend. Okay. Her boyfriend. She brought him the leftovers and he was not having it. And this relationship is so funny to me, with the bickering back and forth. It's really showing whose age. Just like with Briana and Janelle. We're all witnessing, just like today is Sunday. Well, Sunday night, late where I am. But earlier today, Brianna, she posted her church going things, and, she said some things in her video where content creators, we always say, we just kind of react to what you put out. And I know a lot of times even me, I'm not going to even say other content creators. I'm going to speak on myself. I have said before that, she does a lot of, dancing, twerking. She only prays to God when something is going wrong. She calls on the Lord. And, today she kind of, I don't want to say came out of nowhere, because normally when she does this, something is going on. I'm not going to say what something is. I don't know what it is, but something is normally going wrong in her life, or not going how her life how she wants it to go, how she wants it to control it to be. So she'll start her antics with, church. And that's what she did today. But in her video, she was stating that just because she listens to secular music, just because she dances, she didn't use the word twerk, and among other things that she does, she feels like she shouldn't be condemned because she does those. Excuse me. Yet she is still going to church and serving God, which is okay. But you put it online and you make it a headline when you do it. And the fact that you're now throwing yourself back into church, you're, oh, I'm so happy. And I used to go when I was a teenager myself. She'll always try to throw something extra in there to make it look like she's always put her best foot forward. And that's fine. That's cool. But at the end of the day, something is not right. See, that's what happens when you start ruckus and then you want to sit back and act like nothing happened. See, that's what happens when you throw a rock and then hide your hand. You start to feel guilty. You see, that's what happens, my dear. That's what happens. And so now you're wanting everybody to say, this is an introduction to her getting ready to beg or make you feel sorry for her. This is an intro to the next drama that she's setting up. I just want y'all to peep game. This is she's setting up for the next drama that she's getting ready to introduce to all of her supporters, that she's going to want. She's going to either want something or there's going to be a problem with her relationship that is going to affect, trickle down and have a domino effect with the kids. We know that she has court dates coming up for everything from A to Z. All right. So her going to church today is her fighting all of her battles. She's claiming that she's letting the Lord fight all of her battles, and that's fine, which is what she's supposed to do. But it just seems mighty funny when out of the blue she starts to do that. There will be a problem. So this is the intro. This is the introduction. Her being quiet was just an interlude. She was just taking a break. She knows when she starts some stuff. She'll take a little break. A couple of days will go by and there'll be some more shit coming along. And that's what we're getting ready to witness right now. Some more shit getting ready to come along with her, because we know her, as bag lady, she totes around a lot of shit. But if you've made it this far in the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Y'all let me know what's going on in the comments with y'all, how y'all feel, especially with Amira. I did want to talk about Amira for just a little, give me a few seconds to talk about Amira. I really feel like Amira is crying out right now and she's holding things in. I have tuned into a couple of her lives and it seems like she is so uncomfortable when she's on live. I don't know if uncomfortable is the word, but I think she's really trying to accolade herself and get comfortable with doing this whole content creating thing. But I feel like she's getting a little tied up and lost with being a content creator and separating the real from, you know, what she should really be putting on the internet as far as her privacy. And however, she's done a great job with it right now. It just seems like in a little while she's going to break, just like Briana did. And I just hope the difference is that Amira will keep it truthful with herself and won't be as falsified as Brianna's story when Briana came out. But I definitely do have been watching Amira's lives, and I really believe that her and Robert are still good friends, close friends, and they will always probably have a friendship relationship, whether they decide to spin the block or not. I'm not going to go into whether, I think that he's still seeing her behind closed doors, because we don't know that. I don't think so. But we just don't know enough to know, and you just never know. But Amira seems happy, but you can tell that she does miss 3 months ago. She does miss 4 months ago. She does miss the time that her and Robert had together. So it's just going to be interesting to see moving forward how Amira adapts to life without Robert. So you guys make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and let me know what your comments and thoughts are and opinions are in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.